What's up, everybody? It's the Common Sense Investor coming at you with another video. And in this video, we're going to continue talking about Proposals 5 and Proposal 6 of the 2023 AMC Annual Meeting of Shareholders, okay? Whew, that was a lot to say in one voice. As you know, probably by now, Proposal 5 is to limit the liability of certain officers. I'm going to give you an example of that. You'll understand exactly what that means, and you'll know whether you want to vote yes or no for that, okay? But that's a pretty simple one. Number 6, proposal number 6, the ratification of appointment of Ernst & Young LLP as our independent registered public accounting firm for 2023. Ooh, I got a lot to say about that, people. Stick around and hear what's going on with proposal number 6. But before I get started, let me go back and let's talk about what you're looking at right here. This is page number 7 of the PDF, all right? And this is what the board recommends with each proposal. They're recommending you vote for proposal number 1, for proposal number 2A, for proposal number 2B, for proposal number... Wait a minute. Let's see, people. This just goes to show you how little attention they pay. We pay these people millions to make sure mistakes don't get made in documents that we file for the SEC. They give themselves pats on the back. They just getting through bragging about how great of a job they're doing in this document, about how they saved AMC, and you can't even put together a proper recommendation for the shareholders. What I'm talking about, people, you cannot vote for proposal 2A, and you cannot vote for proposal 2B. They're opposites one another. If you vote yes for proposal number 1, then proposal 2A comes into effect. So if this is 4, then 4 would be right here for the second proposal. You don't have to vote on that. It's automatically done if proposal 1 is approved. But if this is no, and they did not get the proposal approved, this is no longer relevant, and part B comes into play. Understand that? Now, proposals 3 and 4, we've talked about in the video before this one. It's in the playlist. You can go check it out. But the important thing that I brought to light in that was AMC says that they sat down at the table with the heads of BlackRock and Vanguard and State Street and all the major institutions that hold our stock, all right? And they listened to their concerns. And from their concerns, they created these proposals, okay? Now, proposal number 5, amendment of our certificate of incorporation to expand the exculpation provision to limit the liability of certain officers. Wait. Stop. You mean to tell me when BlackRock, Vanguard, State Street, Morgan Stanley, Charles Schwab, and all the rest of them got in the room with Adam Aaron, their fifth worry was rather some of the officers in AMC could be held liable for actions that they've done? What the fuck would them people have cared about in any of that for, unless they've got officers in AMC right now who will need to have the protection that they're asking for? See, we got to think, people. There obviously are people in, and I'm going to show you who one set of them is in number 6. But there are people that are in the officer positions that are helping to run this company that have the interests of the hedge funds in mind. We don't have to name names. But they don't have certain liabilities, protections. And that's what this is about. For example, Adam Aaron and the rest of them already have it to an extent, all right? When they asking for certain officers, they mean, like, for example, the treasurer. The treasurer has a fiduciary duty to the shareholders to report, I had to look at my note, report any fraud to the shareholders. And if the treasurer doesn't do that, then the treasurer can be brought up on fiduciary duty violations. So this would protect the treasurer now, and the other people, the press people, and so forth and so on. Possibly, it's just my opinion, possibly people that they have planted into officer positions in AMC to help bring this motherfucker down, they need the coverage of the liability now, and that's what this is about. All right. Now let's talk about Ernst & Young LLP. I heard another YouTuber. I watched his video trying to explain this shit to people, and he told y'all that was no big deal. It is a very big deal, people, because take a look here at proposal number 6 as they describe it, okay? On page 51 of the document, the audit committee has selected Ernst & Young LLP as an independent registered public accounting firm to perform the audit of our consolidated financial statements and our internal control over financial reporting for 2023. EY serves as our independent registered public account firm for 2022. What does that mean, people? First off, independent means they have no connections to AMC. All right. They're going to come in, they're going to look at the books, they're going to audit it and see if everything is okay. All right. They're independent of AMC. Or are they? Because take a look at this. Over here on AMC's website, you're going to see the senior officers and board of directors, okay? Senior officers, Adam Aaron. You got Sean Goodman here. Executive Vice President and Chief Financial Officer. Now, Goodman does not sit on the board, but he's an officer. So, there are things probably done in a financial situation where he's going to need liability protection. Get me? All right. Number 6, if you scroll on down, because we're talking about Ernst & Young, you're going to see our board of directors, okay? And we have Kathleen Paulus. Miss Paulus, can you tell us a little bit about yourself so we get more familiar with you? Well, of course, CSI. This is Miss Paulus, retired partner of Ernst & Young LLP. You see that, people? She is a retired partner of the company in which they want to audit our books. So if there's anything that needs to be hid that Ernst & Young could come to light with, one call from Miss Pauline to Ernst & Young. She's a partner. She will call another partner, and that bullshit's going to stop. How could you say Ernst & Young is an independent person to audit our books if the retired partner for Ernst & Young is sitting on our board? So, there you go, people. Proposals 5, trying to give the officers that are not covered under certain liability protections, got to get them protection quick, all right? And number 6, which is the independent firm that the retired partner is sitting on our board, yeah, they want them to be the auditors of these books. So I guess, of our books. So I guess you could say you already know what I'm going to vote for that one. All right. And then you got 7 and you got 8, which is the compensation plan. Boy, people, it's about 60 pages of this is their compensation, but I'm going to cover that in the next video because I want to show you what they're saying on why they deserve their compensation. And with that, I'll see you in the next video. Love y'all. Be blessed. See you then.